Well, here we are in the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council, C-Suite Network. Big shout out to C-Suite. Big shout out to the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. It's all big word. Big shout out to each of you. Thank you. Thank you. Here you are again today. Big pat on your back, shoulders. Yay. You know, ladies, it takes something to show up. It really does. And so I acknowledge you. I appreciate you. Let's jump in because today I'm going to do a very short promise, Scout's honor, recap of the last couple days, kind of to catch us up a little bit. If you've missed the first couple days, no worries. We're going to catch you up quickly. But then today is going to be focused on experiential breakthroughs. Oh, experiential breakthroughs. So I'm going to be pausing the slides here in a moment, and we're going to have some experiences that are going to change you and change us. And so we've got other sisters coming into our program. So we're going to get going. Very nice to see you. And if you can put yourself on camera, we would love that. Okay, we would love that. Michelle, welcome. So glad you're here. Don't you all look so beautiful? Really beautiful today. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. So let's jump in. And you know, today is really, really important. Today is day 3, and we're going to quickly go through the first couple days like at warp speed, because I want to be able to show you the context of where we're going, where we've been. And so I'm Kathleen Caldwell, founder of C-Suite Network's Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. And I am a coach. I am a consultant. And as you've learned over the past couple days, I don't necessarily lead with that. I focus on business strategy, transformation, success coaching, and I've created and trademarked a program called Success Mind Power. So I lead with all kinds of different things. But yes, I am a coach. Yes, coaching and consulting is what I do. But as we've been talking about for the last couple of days, we don't want to get boxed in with titles. So part of our program is to think creatively about how you can rebrand yourself, how you can explore new titles and ways to describe what you do. So watch the first 2 replays. They're on our YouTube channel. I put it in the chat for you, and go in and watch those. And by the way, you will also see our council's other programs from the last couple of years. You'll see Susan K. Younger's phenomenal program about connection equals currency. You want to watch that one for sure. Susan's on our program. Big shout out to Susan. Yes. So put your LinkedIn into the chat. We want to be able to connect with each other, and welcome to our business sisterhood. We use the chat in our council to connect, but not to promote. Okay. So let's use it to connect. We're not going to use it to, put in there, hey, I've got my next, blah, 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 or, book me for a strategy call. Now let's use it to connect. Okay. And we'll go further that way together. So congratulations to each of you. Today's day 3. And, it takes something to be on at least one broadcast, but at least 3 is remarkable. And I know many of you have been here. So thank you to you. Big shout out to you. And we've been talking about what's happening in corporate and with associations, organizations, and corporations and organizations. We've been spending the last couple of days talking about it. We're not going to get into the statistics. Watch the replays about what's happening in corporate. You know what's happening. Women and men, our brothers and sisters in corporate, are leaving big time in the millions in the last couple of years. And when the world is breaking out of corporate at such a fast, high pace, I'm encouraging you to do the paradox, to do the opposite, which is break in to corporate. And we spent quite a bit of time the last couple days talking about, what's the opportunity. And I'm not going to go back into that, but there's such tremendous opportunity for you in corporate and companies and organizations, teams, leadership programs. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Companies are desperate. And I use that word very, very strongly, but they are highly, highly motivated to retain and engage their current workforce and attract new employees and engage new employees. So you as a corporate consultant, coach, trusted advisor, thought leader, you are their partner. You're the person who can be helpful. And so our summit today, why are we calling it a summit? Well, it's an opportunity for us to go to the highest levels that we can in our coaching and consulting business. But as we talked about yesterday, preparation like a summit. If you're going to summit Mount Everest or Mount McKinley in the West Coast or Kilimanjaro or any great thing, these are metaphors. You know that preparation is 80% of success. So as we joked yesterday, we can't quite call up, say, PepsiCo, AT&T, IBM, a local company or anything and talk to the switchboard operator, if in fact there is a switchboard operator, and say, hi, I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, I want to help change your business. I want to help you. Who do I talk to? Not the most strategic way to go about it. So we've been spending the last couple of days preparing for this summit. So I highly recommend go into our YouTube channel and watch the replays. Book a time with me as well, and we can talk about your business, you specifically, and discuss personalized, individualized strategies to get you where you want to go to. So Base Camp 1, I'm just going to quickly reiterate because some of you are new to our call and we thank you. Base Camp 1 in our summit was to really look at and really analyze who's your target market. Are you focusing in on large businesses, medium-sized, small, micro businesses? What kind of business do you feel aligned with? Where do you have experience too? By the way, where do you have relationships? Where do you have an offer that resonates with the game they're playing? Obviously, large companies, and we talked about this on Tuesday, large organizations, Fortune organizations, make up about 65 to 75% of the revenue in the United States of America, tremendously revenue profitable companies, but they only make up a very small percentage of the total number of businesses. So, find your sweet spot. I really love small and medium-sized businesses, and I love large businesses within large companies. Like some of my clients are Fortune 10 companies. There's divisions and subsidiaries and departments and groups. Oh, do I love working with those companies? Oh my goodness. Say for instance, one of my most recent clients was a Fortune 50 company, but within their organization, they had a very powerful women's leadership group. And they were looking for speakers. And through my relationships, they hired me, not for free. They hired me and retained me to put on a speaker series. And so I was speaking through a variety of topics. That led to an engagement with team building with one of the executives who attended. And that led to individual coaching of their leaders. So you can see this constellation effect, sisters, is marvelous. But it starts with getting in. And of course, today's topic, staying in. Okay. And so in a moment, I'm going to pause, get your point of view on things as I always do. But Base Camp 2 is looking at what's your specialization. So many people resist having a niche. Okay, got it. But where do you have experience? What are you passionate about? What's your point of view? What solutions do you have? How can you add value? That's the real key here. Okay. Being able to articulate your offer and offers, and how do you add value, and what's the transformation that you're promising? Okay. Where does that all come together? And, watch the replays. We've got that all listed. Base Camp 3, we talked about what's your why. Okay. What's your why? And, for many of us, and really it should be for all of us, the future economy is unknown. It's always unknown, sisters. It's always unknown. We never know. We don't have a crystal ball, telling us what the economy looks like. But now more than ever, having a diversified income is really, really, really important. And so I call it a portfolio approach to services and solutions. So I have one-on-one VIP clients. I have group coaching. I have team coaching in organizations. I have speaking that I do in organizations and out in the world. I do strategic board retreats. I love doing all that because it adds a diversified client base for me. It also adds a variety of options and engagements. I don't ever get bored in my business, sisters. How about you? Are you sometimes feeling a little bored? Well, this approach, and again, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a step-by-step process, adding in assessments like the bank code. Talk to Susan K. Younger about that. You have an opportunity to do things that are all aligned. Now, I'm not saying we're going to do one thing here, one thing here, one thing here. It takes a strategic approach to say what's all in alignment with my big why. I love working with interesting clients. I love working with men as well as women. I've learned so much from my male clients. Love that. And of course, this provides some great challenges. Really, really great clients provide challenges. And so, that's part of the fun, quote unquote. It's often challenging, but ultimately, like you wouldn't be here if you weren't interested in greater impact. Okay. So that's base camp 3. And we're going to quickly move on to base camp 4, which was yesterday. And for how many of you was that a very powerful program? Give me some sparkle fingers, even if you caught a few minutes of it. Whoa. Holy moly. I've been getting text messages and messages over LinkedIn that yesterday was really powerful, very useful. And many of you put it to work. So I thank you for that. So we had watched yesterday's broadcast. We had a strategic strategy on how to get into corporate. And, it's a lot to go into right now because we spent literally about 10 minutes going over it. I'm not going to get into it right now, but the bottom line is using all of your resources, your creativity. One gal that attended yesterday sent me literally within 30 minutes. She started doing a research project based on research here on the list. And she said she immediately connected with a global client who's going to sponsor one of her initiatives. Now that's it's a 7-figure sponsorship. And so she immediately started taking action on it. It made me feel so great. So watch the broadcast from yesterday, replay it because we go into detail on a lot of this. Okay. And then, so we also just want to finalize this, just big picture. Why do corporations and organizations hire coaches? I mean, there is a wealth of opportunity. And to go back to the very beginning of this, if you're a life coach, if you have thought of yourself as a life coach or a health coach or a trainer or an educator or an HR person, or you're a sales expert or you're a leadership expert or you're politics, you have great excellence in politics or human design or, life architecture. I mean, there's so many different options. You can provide services and solutions to corporate. Okay. This is just a short list here, but I just wanted to give you an idea. Companies are looking for you. All right. And then to finalize and wrap this up, we talked yesterday about our sweet spot success strategy. That's a mouthful, ladies. But what I'm modeling for you is how important it is for you to have your own intellectual property, for you to have your own systems and frameworks and technologies and IP and get it all trademarked. And if appropriate, get a patent on it. But companies want to work with people who have systems and frameworks that get results. So if you're a coach consultant and you're coming in and you're having a conversation with your potential clients and you're saying, yeah, they're going to ask you, how do you do what you do? What's your system? And you say, well, I kind of wing it. I kind of come in and I just, we have some conversations and then, I just kind of let the client, lead the way. It's not going to be very effective. Translate that over to another opportunity, which is you're saying, hey, I have the success strategy for corporations where I do this, and then we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this. And here's our whole system. Lay out the framework. So our strategy to get into corporates is really very simple because corporate is just generally at the bottom line. It's people like us who work in businesses. They work in organizations. They work under an umbrella of a corporation. They're a valued employee. They're a valued associate. Okay. And we're looking, us as coaches and consultants, we're looking for the best people with the best problems. And we call them problems or challenges, whatever you'd like, and the best ability within their company to get that solved at the best time. And you have the best solutions for them. And we're looking for the best time now. Okay. So all of this is part of what we discussed yesterday and the day before is, we don't have a random way of going to find clients. We've got a systematic approach to this. And by the way, in our year-long Women's Success Accelerator, we go into this, we coach you in this step by step by step, giving you all of the tools, the scripts, everything that you need for success. Okay. So just kind of doing a recap again, Basecamp 1 through 4, part of your success strategy is identifying your target market, your specialization and your solutions, your big why, and then getting in. And, we talked about this yesterday, just as a quick recap. I know of no one who buys a $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 coaching, consulting, transformational project and buys it using a shopping cart on their computer. I know of no one who does that. They don't skim the web and they say, oh, I'm going to buy a $500,000 transformational coaching program. Click here. It just doesn't happen, ladies. So this takes time. And we laid out a whole strategy on how to do this. And quickly, I just want to go through this, make a list of your current contacts. Who do you have in your database and LinkedIn? Who are the people that know, like, and trust you? Narrow it down to a top 20 list, connect with them in email or phone or social media or text, and then schedule a call with them, schedule a conversation with them, and then follow the script. I'm giving you the script, ladies. This is the roadmap here. This is golden. The script is, I'm doing research on, manufacturing companies, XYZ, pharmaceutical companies in the Midwest, companies in Colorado, blah, 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 and insert what's true for you. And I'm wondering if you'd speak with me for 15 minutes. Invariably, they're going to say yes. Okay. And what we do, I gave you a script yesterday, step by step by step with the script, very powerful script. And I've already heard from some of you that the script has worked. You've got your first appointment. So congratulations to you on that. So, and I'm just going to wrap up here with our recap of the last couple of days. The goals are that we want to build the relationship, establish and reinforce trust. And all we're doing in this conversation is we're setting up the opportunity for the next step. We're not trying to hard sell anyone. We're not trying to twist anybody's arm. We just want to reestablish that relationship. And we want to reconnect, though, if you use one of those strategies of your reporting and your research, reconnect back with that person that you talked to. And then the next step after you do this research is go back to the people that you originally talked to and have a conversation about, here's the results of my research. I want to share this with you because I think it'll mean something to you and be very helpful to you. And then the next question is, how can I be more helpful to you in your company? Okay. So we go into the scripts, and it was a very powerful day the last couple of days. And today is our day to success up. Okay. Success up. Day 5. Actually, day 3, but Basecamp 5, okay? Because we went quickly. Success up. I'm going to stop pausing I'm going to put a pause on the slides here in a moment. But, for most coaches and consultants, and I've been in this game since 1998, quite a long time. And what I've known is that success, getting in, staying in, and thriving as a coach, as a consultant, as a trusted advisor, and as a thought leader, money and belief that I can work with more clients at a higher level, many of us have a hard time breaking that ceiling. And I know that I did. I know that I had an income barrier. I know that I had a success barrier. I had all kinds of barriers. And I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've learned. I've done a lot of research on the success stops, the things that get in the way. And then we're going to pause here for a moment. But what women have told me over the years is, hey, I've got these old beliefs, these things about what I believe I can do in my business. And for many women, what that translates to is I need to get another certification. I need to get another degree. I need to get more training. And I'm telling you right here today, no, you don't need to. You're ready right now. If you've lived your life and you have experiences and you've helped some clients, you're ready, okay? The other thing that stops women is old habits and old beliefs and old patterns. I don't even like patterns like, I don't even want to make the first call because I made that first call 10 years ago and I was rejected. Or I don't know what to do. So old habits of keeping confused, keeping stuck, keeping worried and concerned, these old habits. That's what I hear over and over again. Limited thinking is another thing. Limited thinking like, hey, I live in a small town, so there's no way I could work with a Fortune 100 company or a subsidiary of a company, or executives don't want to talk to me, or blah, blah, blah. I mean, the list goes on and on. I've heard it pretty much all of it. So limited thinking. And then the fourth and the fifth success stops are what ifs. I have coached so many women that are so concerned about what happens if, and their focus is in on a future which they do not even know is going to happen, but it's a hybrid of a worry girl. Okay. What happens if I get in and I don't know what to say? What happens if I don't know what to do? What even happens if I'm highly successful? If I'm so successful, what will I do then? All these what ifs. Okay. And then finally, the payoff and the costs. So the payoff, and I see this over and over again, is the payoff is I can keep talking about getting into corporate coaching and consulting. I can keep talking about it. I can keep thinking about it. I can keep, kind of tap dancing around it. The payoff is I get to think that I'm doing something, but the cost then is I don't actually take action. Now, those are things that I'm not doing, but I'll just say I see it over and over and over again. So there's a payoff to thinking that a person is doing something, but yet the cost is nothing is really happening. Okay. We get to keep the dream alive, but we don't have to take any of the risks. Okay. So I'd like to stop and share here for a moment because we're going to go into, I want to go back to this because have any of you experienced any of these things before? Now, I'm not asking you to share your soul or, get really vulnerable here, but, can you see yourself in any of those things, the reasons you've been stopped? Yes. Yeah. Now, note that, and Yvonne, I'm going to call on you in a second. Thank you. Is we don't want to use this to tomorrow's coaching. Okay. Tomorrow's, we're going to get into some success seats and we're going to look at strategy. You're going to learn from the women who get coached. But today is, we're going to move through and do a very powerful exercise in a moment. So just note, today is not about coaching. Tomorrow will be. Yep. So Yvette, thanks for being so bold and vulnerable. Can you see yourself in any of those things? And by the way, I'm writing a research paper and putting it all in a research paper, the things that stop us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The past 11 years, I can relate to going through all of that. Actually, this morning, I was driving my car. So I took the car to the dealer to get it fixed. And I remember that a couple of years, no, almost where I started, it was like, no, I have to have an iPad because whenever I go to a meeting, I have to have an iPad. No, I have to make sure that I finish up my ICF certification. Otherwise, I'm not a coach. I remember all of those narratives that I used to tell myself, and I still have some of those, but sometimes they're so subtle and they're so unique that you don't catch them. You don't catch them. And one of the things that I was also listening to a book. It's a book for coaching. And probably that was also what made me remind myself what was going on, because, you know, we're living in this space and where we want to contribute, want to build a business, but then we don't have the amount of money to pay, you know, expensive coaches that will get you there. So it is like a circle. And I have been in that circle for about 11 years.
Yes. Yes.
And I've been losing so much already.
Yes. Yes. And Yvette, I have, you know, let's give Yvette some love here. Let's give her some love, some sparkle fingers. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you're not alone. You're not alone. I completely resonate and understand with what you're saying. And, you know, part of it is, you know, let's not blame ourselves in any way, because, you know, the coaching world, bless the coaching world, you know, the certifications out there. And I think right now there are over 700 different coaching schools, 700 different coaching clubs, associations, all kinds that are affiliated with the International Coach Federation. Love that. But their vested interest is keeping us in the training game, the game of learning, which we have to do as coaches, no doubt. We've got to keep training and educating and learning, and we've got to keep our edge, but to not capitalize on everything that we've been doing and everything we know. I'm saying the time is now. The time is enough of this. Okay.
No, and just briefly, I have an 11-page CV. I have an 11.
I'm sure you do.
Because I was constantly saying, I don't know how to say things right. My language barrier, even though I was born in the United States, and constantly there was a narrative that I was not good enough, that I'm not good enough. Yes, I have had the opportunity to work through a coaching company where I get to coach people, and that's where I get to see the impact. I know that they're not paying me as much, because now I have to work a lot in order to make ends meet, which makes me very tired, because then I don't have the time and focus to do all of this that will get me to the next level. But it has given me the opportunity to see for myself that I'm coaching very high level people, very big companies, and they're looking for me, right? They're looking for me. Through that company. So now I need to find how to go about stepping in the game and really getting my own clients. Yeah. Thank you.
Very good. Yvette, completely understand. And, you know, you're not alone in this. I mean, how many of you can relate to at least one thing that Yvette said, you know, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So thank you. And I hope that this week has been helpful. We do have some solutions, of course, coming up. But I want to give each of us an experience. This is very powerful, because we've all got, me included, you know, I'm going to another level of visibility, thought leadership, taking a stand that all corporate warriors need and deserve a coach. And hence, I was thinking about this morning, and I'm languaging it is, I have a stand that all coaches and consultants should be earning as much as CEOs. Yeah. When I look at the numbers, you look at the International Coach Federation, and I'm a member, is the average income that a coach makes is, it used to be about $32,000. I think that coaching is now at about $60,000. Sisters, that's shameful. I'll just say it. It's shameful. Okay. Why are coaches not earning enough, earning more, earning commensurate with the value we provide to our clients? We provide so much value. We help people get raises. We help people transform their lives. We help people get married. We help people get divorced. We help people break through into leadership. I mean, I could go on and on. We help people generate and earn a lot of income and abundance and prosperity. We need it for ourselves now too. Okay. We need it now. So this today is the line of demarcation. I'm just saying it. And I want to take you through a very, very lovely exercise where we're going to actually envision how this is possible for us. what's possible for us. And I'm going to jump in because we're going to complete right at the top of the hour. So time is of the essence. Okay, good. Everybody up for it? Give me some sparkle fingers here. Very nice. Okay. So it starts with, my wonderful ladies here, starts with identifying for yourself. You know, where have any of these things and more come into play for you? And, you know, thinking about what's your vision. What's your vision for? And, you know, you can think about this for your coaching and consulting business, your practice. You can think about it for your life, your lifestyle. I have a vision of my lifestyle, my life, and then my business fits into that, sisters. That's how it works for me, is my life first vision, then my business, how it translates into it. Okay. So I encourage you to think about that, because we have this great privilege where we can take our business and we can mold it into the bigger vision for us. So whatever works for you is how we're going to go in this little exercise. And, you know, if you have a vision that you want to be a speaker speaking on bigger stages, you want to be leading teams in corporations, you want to work with CEOs, executives, leaders, whomever you want to work with, I'd like for you to be thinking about that vision. Okay. So let's go through our exercise here. And this is going to be very, very, very powerful, because I'd like for you to just stop for a moment. And if you'd like to, perhaps this is an opportunity for you just to sit back in your chairs, wherever you're sitting, sit back in the couch, the chair, whatever, wherever you're at. And when you're watching the replay, I'd like for anyone who is driving or in a car to pull to the side or stop the recording. Okay. All right. So that is a request. If you're driving a car, because many of us multitask, you know, if you're driving a car or you're in a car, just pull to the side or pause the recording and watch the recording, listen to the recording when you're in a safe place, you're seated, and you're able to just be very calm and stable and sedentary. Okay. All right, good. That's great. Okay. So may I invite you, if it works for you, just to sit back in your chair. And if you feel comfortable, you can just close your eyes. And just, this is a beautiful opportunity to be in a safe place. You're in your home, you're in your office. And just get present with your breath. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just the power of your breath. Yeah, breathing in and breathing out. And at the same time, we're just going to go through a very lovely, just a relaxation exercise. And I just invite you to do this on your own time and in your own way. Just to start that the feeling of relaxation, that sensation of relaxation, calm and relaxed, starting in your toes, moving up through your legs, your back, relaxation in your neck and your arms, maybe kind of working out. Maybe you've got a little kinks in your neck. My goodness, we work so hard, ladies, don't we? We work so hard. Yeah, and bringing that relaxation, that calm and relaxed feeling all the way up to your eyes and even to the top of your head. And just breathing relaxation up to the top of your head. And this is just a lovely opportunity to relax, feel calm, and just give yourself the gift of a few minutes of relaxation. Breathing in and out. And I'd like to invite you to remember a time using your powerful mind, because each of us we have a powerful, powerful mind. And remembering a time when you felt really successful, happy, some would even say in the zone for you, in your zone. So using a time to remember feeling successful, feeling happy, feeling in the zone. And that can be personally or professionally, it doesn't matter. And when you have a time in mind, could be today, could be yesterday, could be a couple of years ago, could be a decade ago, just remembering a time when you felt really successful, really happy, really in the zone. Just give me a little nod. You remember a time. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, remembering a time. So breathe that in. Breathe in that feeling, that experience, that sensation, kind of that knowing of success. That feeling, that sensation of feeling happy and feeling in the zone. Right. So using your mind, go back to that time and just imagine that you're there right now. You're back in that time right now. And are you inside or outside? Just notice where you are. Notice where your body is. Notice if there are other people with you. And notice how you feel. That sensation. Maybe you're feeling really proud of yourself. Maybe you're feeling strong, confident, really alive. And when you have that sensation that's right for you, just give me a little nod so I know you're there. Oh, that's right. Boy, you're powerful, ladies. Wow, you can get to that, right? Exactly. Yes, yes. So thinking about that time when you're feeling confident, successful, happy, in the zone, whatever's right for you, I'd like for you to remember a word or phrase, an I am statement. In this moment, I am powerful. I am strong. I am safe. Whatever that phrase is for you, an I am statement. And with that statement, there's a feeling in your body. There's maybe a sensation you're feeling in your body. You're feeling some energy. You're maybe feeling a little heat or a little coolness, a little feeling in your body, a sensation. Put your attention on that feeling and your I am statement. And when you're there, just give me a little nod. Yeah, there you go. Wow. Yes. And I have a question on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 is not at all, 10 is the most. Think for yourself how strong the feeling is, that I am statement, that powerful feeling. How strong is that? 0 to 10. Now, using your powerful mind, I'd like to invite you to use your mind and all of your will. This is your willpower. Move that feeling, that sensation up higher and higher, stronger and stronger, brighter and brighter, louder and louder. Move it up to 10. Get it higher and higher up to 10. Maybe even move it up to 11 or 12. You can do it. Higher and higher. When you're higher, just give me a little nod. A little nod. Yeah, there you go. Good work. Really great work. Okay. So remembering your I am statement. I am. I am. And insert your word. Now, this is your success I am statement. You'll remember this. And you'll even possibly remember this in your dreams tonight. And you'll strengthen this for yourself, even in your dreams tonight, with your permission, of course, always. So in a moment, I invite you to come back to our room feeling refreshed and alert with lots and lots of energy, feeling really good in every way. So I'm going to count up from 1 up to 5. When we reach 5, come back to the room feeling really good in every way, remembering your I am statement. So starting at 1, starting to feel your toes and your feet. Moving up to 2, kind of starting to feel where you placed yourself in this room, your room that you're in. 2, feeling so good, really refreshed and alert, like you had a lovely, lovely nap. And moving from 4 up to 5, when you're ready, coming back to the room, really feeling good in every way, really proud of yourself, of the good work you did. Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like you needed that. You all look so refreshed. You look so calm. You look so beautiful. Sisters. Love it. Love it. So if you'd like to share your I am statement, we want to hear it and we want to affirm you. And then we're going to wrap up here with just some final comments. Yeah. Who would like to declare your I am statement? Please jump right in. Take yourself off mute and just jump right in.
I am good.
You are good. So let's.
I mean, it almost sounds vain, but that's what came up. Like,
no, please, Ronnie. So sisters, help me. Let's take ourselves off mute and let's say, Ronnie, you are good.
Ronnie,
Okay.
you are
good.
Thank
so
you.
Weird. As a woman, that's so weird to hear and accept, you know?
Perfect. Thank you, Ronnie. Excellent. Good. Who's next? Who would like to have some visibility? Just take yourself off mute and jump in. Your I am statement. I am.
I could not limit it to one word.
Of course you couldn't. And we're so glad you did not. Susan, bring it.
I am abundantly connected and a powerful resource.
Oh, excellent. You are abundantly connected and a powerful resource?
Yes.
Okay. So let's take ourselves off mute. Susan, you are abundantly powerful
and connected.
And a great resource.
I'll take all of those, ladies.
Okay, good. Thank you. You are all that, Susan.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Who's next? Let's affirm you. Let's affirm you. Don't be shy. Michelle and Yvette, we want to hear you. And Joyce, please. Yeah, jump in.
Kathleen, I used the, what came to mind was, I am powerful. Right. So I used that statement. Yeah.
Oh, Michelle, that's my statement too. And we have a variety of them, but that's my statement. Yeah. And we're going to affirm you in a second, but how do you feel when you say that? I am powerful.
Strong, connected, able, all of that.
Oh, yeah. And it's the truth. It is absolutely the truth. And the secret here is the more we affirm it to ourselves, the more there's an incantation. We essentially affirm it, we say it, and we back it up with results. That's where it really, really gets anchored in our body. So let's take ourselves off mute. Michelle, you are powerful. Woo, thank you. I love the ripple effect of us doing this. This is really nice. Good. Congratulations, Michelle. You are powerful. Very nice. Good. Thank you, Yvette. I think you were jumping in, and Joyce.
Well, I have the 2% of genius.
No doubt. We know that's for sure.
I've heard of people telling me I'm brilliant and I can't make a living anymore.
Well, we're going to get that handled here, Joyce. So what's your I am statement? What did you come up with that was right for you in this moment?
I am the queen of what if.
Would you repeat that one more time?
I am the queen of what if.
Oh my gosh. The queen of what if?
And I have a methodology that supports that.
Of course. Okay, so let's take ourselves off mute. And Joyce, you are the queen of what
Joyce.
if.
Joyce, you are the queen of what
And
if.
of what if.
You're the queen of what if.
That's it. Excellent. Bravo. Good. Okay, Yvette, bring us home. What's your I am statement?
I am powerful and safe.
Excellent. Yes, love that. Okay, so Yvette, for sure, you are powerful and you are safe. Help me out, sisters.
Yvette.
That you are powerful and
and
you're safe.
safe.
Are safe.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, how was that? Did you enjoy that? Yes. So the goal of that exercise is to have us first be calm and relaxed, because we get in the zone, and I want to show you how you can calm your nervous system down. Okay. It's hard to create from a place of, okay, get yourself calm and relaxed, get yourself in your zone that's right for you. Remembering a time when you felt powerful. Remember a time when you felt good. Remember a time when you were abundantly prosperous and helpful and worthy and the queen of what if and powerful and safe. Remembering a time, and it'll change over time, but remembering a time, anchoring that time, and also getting it into your body, okay? In your body, because before you make that phone call to corporate, before you do take the next step, you want to be anchored and solid in the truth about you, right? You're going to come across so completely differently when you're anchored in your truth. All right. And the more you practice it, the more it will be just a natural thing for you. Okay. You can just breathe it in. You can say, and I use what's called a mudra or a mantra or a practice. And this brings the circuits together in my body, rub the your thumb and finger together. What it does is, brings the circuits of your body together, your left and right side. And I'm always practicing. I am calm and relaxed. I am calm and relaxed. I'm a powerful person. I am in service, my highest good. Okay. Everyone's highest good. So the more you practice that, don't do it while driving a car or operating heavy machinery, but practice this. And I also, if I'm in a very, very intense meeting out in corporate, I'll just bring my little anchor underneath the table and remind myself, I'm powerful. I've got this. Okay. No one needs to know, but it's a cue. These are cues. Ladies, this is what performance athletes use. Okay. Every performance athlete uses this kind of anchor and cue. And I'm sharing with you what the elite top athletes do. You can do it too. Okay. So when you're thinking about your vision, thinking about what you want for your life, just go back to a time when you experienced feeling successful, feeling powerful, feeling safe, feeling good, feeling those feelings, bring them into the present. Okay, good. Did you enjoy that as we complete up here? Yeah, great. We're all about practical application here, sisters. We are all about that. So remembering your vision, what you want in your life. And, it's important for us to practice this. Okay. And don't be surprised. You will not be surprised or even concerned that your dreams tonight, this is how your subconscious works. Your dreams tonight will help you, give you all kinds of glorious dreams about what your vision could look like. So use the power of your dreams to start dreaming. Keep a notebook by the side of your bed. And if you just tell yourself you'll remember your dreams, write your dreams down, write down your thoughts right by the side of your bed. Use your dreams to help you. Okay. And so as we complete our time together, remember that this is all about practice, getting into corporate, staying into corporate, being successful as a coach, consultant, trusted advisor, and thought leader. It's all about practice, sisters. And I'd like to have you practice a couple things between today and tomorrow. For many of us, we could be, and the world is concerned about abundance, about prosperity, about the economy, all kinds of things. And I'd like to invite you to practice seeing success, seeing abundance, seeing good things all around you, all the time. Just practice seeing it, practice seeing evidence of it. That email that comes in that's unexpected, that phone call that comes in that's unexpected, these things that are coming in that you don't expect to help you get into corporate and stay, these are all things you can start seeing around you. Because I love Bob Proctor. I love Bob Proctor, rest in peace. He said, if you can picture it in your head, you can hold it in your hands. Starts in our head, then we get to work on it. So today, starting today, imagine, visualize, picture, pretend, think about how you are a successful coach, you're a successful consultant, a trusted advisor and thought leader. Start thinking that way, okay? And then, of course, take action. Take the one next step that's only right for you. Take the next step. Make that call that in the past could have been scary. Take action today. Send that email today. Reach out and do the interviews. Watch the replay again from yesterday and Tuesday. Powerful replays. Whoa, powerful. Okay. Take one action. Okay. And so I also would love to share with you as we complete our time is one of the actions I really want you to take is set up a call with me and let's talk about your specific business. Let's talk about your specific life. What's your vision? What do you want to do to take action on this immediately? Let's not let another year go by. Let's not let another month go by. For some of us, let's not let another decade go by. Your time is now. So in our Women's Success Accelerator, our year-long program, we help you launch, grow, and scale your successful business. And you have so many opportunities to make more income, have more freedom, and make an impact. And, these are some of the things that we actually, go through in the year-long program. There's so many different parts of this program, but everything that you need to do, be, and have to become a successful coach and consultant, making 6 and 7 figures, Scout's Honor is in this program. Okay. So let's have a conversation. The doors are now open. We're starting enrollment, and this is an application process. So application is with a phone call with me, calendly.com, Kathleen Caldwell. Let's have a conversation. I've opened up my calendar for you to have specialized, private, confidential conversations with you. Okay, let's go forward, because as we finish up here, now's your time. Now is your time. We cannot sit on the sidelines anymore. Let's get these corporate warriors coached together. Let's make the impact that we're born to make. Okay. So as we complete our time, what's your biggest takeaway? What's your biggest takeaway in a couple sentences? We just spent 58 minutes, sisters, of our lives together. We just spent 58 minutes of our life together. This is sacred stuff here. Okay. What's your biggest takeaway? Please jump off and just
identify from that list, identify our barriers or obstacles, because when you identify it, it's not your fear anymore. It's your partner. It's your friend.
Ronnie, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get it out here, looking at it, and know the truth that you are good. You are absolutely good. Yes. Thank you. Good. Thanks, Miranda. I see in the chat. Yep, exactly. Thank you very much. Beautiful visualizing it. And starting. Love that, Miranda. Thank you. Good. Who else? Couple sentences. What was your biggest takeaway?
For me, maybe more remembering the successes I've had to build upon. When you've had a big past, sometimes you forget about those things that others might find a great reminder.
Oh, excellent, Susan. You nailed it right there. Yeah. And boy, aren't we oftentimes the first to underestimate that success? So let's remember it, let's articulate it, and let's own it and claim it. Okay? Yeah.
It's exercise I'm going through, and Susan is exactly right. I realized yesterday, as I was trying to come up with a list of the 10 greatest things I've done, okay, that I thought about something that I've never articulated before, but it became the number one on that list.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love it. And of course, the next step is, how does that translate to results for other people? What does that mean in the world? How can you make an impact doing that, knowing that, and having that experience? Yes. Thank you. Michelle, I saw you put in the chat. If you, I can read it, or you can. We'd love to hear your voice.
Sure. Just the idea of taking the next step forward. I've been coaching. I'm actually popping off to jump on.
Sorry, we finish. Yeah.
But it's taking the next step forward and not letting those limiting behaviors or limiting sort of demons kind of come in and say, oh, you need to do X, Y, Z additional things. So that was great. That was really great to hear and reaffirm. So.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Hope you can join us tomorrow. Very good. We're going to wrap it all up. Good. Thank you. Good. Good. Yvette, thank you. Do you want to take us home? And Carrie, if you will finish up here. Yeah. Biggest takeaway in a couple sentences.
Well, that I'm not alone anymore. You know, I have this group and I have someone like you that have done all this work, and it's willing to lead us into this process where before there's so much noise, you turn around and there's always an expert trying to tell you what to do. And it's so hard to figure it out who's the right person. Because in the past, I have tried many things, and I think that right now I'm in the right place at the right moment. And like you say, don't forget about what happened in the past, but right now it's the right moment. It had to happen that way so that I'll be here.
That's right. That's right. Great. Ladies, thank you. What a joy to be with you today. Remember the truth about who you are, okay? Continue to affirm, I am. We'll see you tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 Central, 11 Mountain, and 10 a.m. Pacific. Can't wait to see you. Lots of love to you. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.